If you have recently watched any programming related channel on YouTube, you may recognize the coding time-lapse of perfect typing. It generally looks something along those lines. It is very satisfying to watch the code get written without any mistakes, but how it's actually done? Well, it is done by using Autotype programs. Obviously, typing by hand might be an option too. However, it is not convenient on large files, because even if we were great at typing, many of us often make mistakes, and even a single mistake makes the recording look bad. So typing by hand is probably only good for shorter commands. Now let's look at how we can deal with the large files with multiple lines of code. Like I've mentioned earlier, we need an AutoTyper software. Although making a custom one would not be difficult, to demonstrate the working principle I will be using the AutoTyper software, which you can find link in the description down below. Once we open that up, this is the menu that we get. To create a new typing sequence, we hit the Add New button. Then on the new pop-up, we need to choose a shortcut to activate the typing. I recommend you to pick a small shortcut because if you pick a longer shortcut like Ctrl-Shift-A, then you need to press it fast, otherwise it could intervene with the typing. Also, the shortcut that we pick shouldn't do anything on the text editor that we will be using as well. So in this example, we will be choosing Ctrl and 1. Then we skip the comment section and move on to the main part, the text. This is where we put our code, so I just copy and paste it on here. Also a reminder, do not use the clipboard text because you won't be able to edit it. After that, we choose a constant speed. I choose 20 milliseconds to keep it fast enough so I can spot mistakes quickly. However, when I finalize the text, I bump it up to something much slower like under than 50 milliseconds so I can have more headroom while editing. Anyways, we need to do one more thing before we test it out, and that is to assign a stop command so we can stop the typing whenever we want. And to do that, we close this window and head over to the menu and settings. There we can assign escape key to stop typing. You can also make it toggle typing as well. Now we can try it out. All we have to do is to head over to our text editor and press the shortcut that we have assigned earlier. For this example, I will be using Sublime Text. Then, when I hit the shortcut, as you can see, it immediately starts to type. As you can see, it does have some issues, mainly with the braces and shifting on the new lines. So let's try to fix that. We head over to the AutoTyper and hit Edit. And now it's good time to mention special characters. They are the characters that helps us to locate through the text and make basic editing. Those characters include but not limited to left, right, up, down, delete, backspace, and so on. For more details, you can check the website. Now, what we need to do is figure out where we need to put some of these special characters. So first we need to do is find where the first error occurred. As you can see, it is on the second command mark. It indented one more than it should be. To fix that, we head over to the text field and add left command to the beginning of each command line. Then we test it again. This time we have an issue with the bracket. Ideally, we can solve this issue by using the backspace command, however, I won't be able to make it work. Every time I deactivate the no special key processing option, I get an error. So in this example, I will be using only enter and left character. This will also a nice thing because it helps me to demonstrate how you can approach problem in different areas. See, since we won't be able to solve this issue from AutoTyper, then we can solve it from the Sublime Text instead. All we have to do is to set a user setting which disables the bracket autocomplete. That way we don't need to use backspace in AutoTyper. Instead, we just put the left statement before adding the closing bracket. Then we essentially do the same thing throughout the document. We just figure out the shifted spaces and put left keywords there. In the end, we got a working and configured AutoTyper. Now we can use any screen recording software to record the sequence. And that is how I do the coding time-lapse kinda scenes. I hope you find it useful. If that is the case, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you next time. Take care.